Hey y'all, welcome to the Ball and Breakfast Podcast. My name is Gio, and today we're discussing sell or keep Salah. Liverpool Football Club. Massive decision taken by the club of not selling star talisman Mohammed Salah. Now, first off, I do believe I need to set the prerequisite by saying, would I sell Salah? From the bid started with two, he would have been gone. I would have packed his bags. Now, for people that have been watching the channel, you're going to say to me, you're not a Liverpool fan. How could you sell Salah? And it's simple. A wait on the wire transfer to hit the account. And in the interim while waiting, I tell him to pack his bags, take a few memorabilia, and get the hell out there. Because guys, when since have we become Salah FC? We just sold Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, just as integral. Well, Fabinho, just as integral to our success over the past few years. What's so different with Salah? Because we've been somewhat romanticizing the goals. Why can't I sell Salah? I absolutely can sell Salah. 215 million pounds is what was reported as the bid. Now, Salah, aged 31, for a forward who is not necessarily technically gifted. When I say technically gifted, I mean eluding players with step overs. His game is more speed oriented. Stop, start, stutter, start. He's very good at pin downs in terms of body weight and turning people, but then it's that burst of speed that allows him to get away from the defender. Now that is on the decline, and it is going to continue to be on the decline, a la Ronaldo, Messi, and every other great player. Because Salah is a great player; he's a legendary player. From a club's perspective, 215 million in today's market, in any market, is enough to revolutionize and rebuild a club. Van Dijk is also on the decline. We're going to have to reinvest in the back line. We're going to have to reinvest in our forward line at some point. Alisson is going to leave at some point. All these players, if you get too sentimental about the player and not about the badge, not about the club, what we kiss, passionately so, you miss the opportunity. And this is an opportunity that we've missed. In a year's time, the market will inflate once again. Players that are mediocre will start costing 100 million, especially considering the amount of money tossed about from the Saudi League. In a year's time, we're not going to get 215 offered for Salah. We're probably going to get 80 million offered for Salah. Big difference. Do I expect Liverpool Football Club this year to win the Premier League? I don't. I think City is a little bit too consistent, even without De Bruyne. There's an opportunity there without him, and they're not as good, but I believe that they will beat the weaker teams at a far more consistent rate, allowing them to accumulate the points and ultimately win the Premier League. No, I don't expect them to be dominant over the top six clubs, but I do expect them to consistently pick up 3 points on the smaller teams. Now, if we accept that as a truth, and this is not the year to be striking while the iron is hot, then it begs to ask the question, why not? Why not sell Salah, see where the opportunity is in terms of Ben Doak's development, Harvey Elliott's development, any other winger that we can bring in as far as a young up and coming winger. Putting Luis Diaz out on the right side, putting Gakpo in his natural wide left position. This is a time period to capitalize on a player that cost us 40 million, if my memory serves me right. We would at least profit by in excess of 110, 120 million. We would have won everything with the player, golden boots and all, Champions League finalist, runner-up many times, Premier League champion, won everything, so the returns were there from before on investment. And we would have sold him for a profit and been able to get that money back into the system to reinvest to 1 year, 2 years down the line. This is the time. And sometimes we get into this sentimentality that doesn't allow us to make the practical decision. And why I say it doesn't allow us, the reason Salah is not gone is because of pressure off of the fans. The uproar. How could you sell Salah? FSG is watching. Based on pressure on the fans, based on how the optics versus fan versus player versus ownership is, we've pressured our ownership group to keep Salah. Because best believe it's considered. Jurgen Klopp has forced our ownership to keep Salah. Salah wants to stay. He doesn't want to go. But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that we take the sentimentality out of it. That we think about the fiscal and the practical side of life so that we don't make mistakes. So that the club has a future when these influx of cash come into the Premier League, which is coming. Newcastle, they're coming. I expect Manchester United at the end of it all to be bought out by the Saudis. There's no American ownership group that can compete with them fiscally. Absolutely not. Not even Todd Bowley. Especially now, as silly as he is. This is an opportunity missed. And we missed it because of sentimentality. I hope that we do win something this year. Some trophy that has fiscal returns, the Europa League, added viewing rights for reaching far in the finals, and Premier League, title race, etc., and sponsorships. But even then, we're not going to raise that type of cash just like that. So yeah, something to think about. I believe Liverpool Football Club, we've missed an opportunity. This is Gia here with the Ball and Breakfast podcast. Talk to you later. Goal!